Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I am so excited to be here with you all this morning. I I wanted to share a book with you, partially inspired by this Philippians text and kind of what it brought up in my own mind, but I just think it's a really good book. And this book is called Maybe I Can Love My Neighbor Too. And we have it on the slides for you to follow along with me. It starts. I live at the corner of 9th and 19th, upstairs in apartment 4A. A building is going up across the street. Week after week, it grows taller and taller, climbing up in the sky. Mama, will all the new people be our neighbors too? I asked one day. Every single person is our neighbor, she says, whether they live next door or across the street or far, far away. I know I'm supposed to love my neighbors, but how can I love that many people? I ask. Mama gives me a hug. Oh, honey, she says, I'm sure you'll find a way. Maybe start by noticing the ways others show love. A man walks by the construction site pushing a shopping cart that's stuffed with blankets and bags. The wheels hit a bump in the road, and the cart almost tips over. But one of the workers moves fast to catch it and sets it upright again. Helping someone who's just passing by is a way to show love. Maybe I can love my neighbor too. Mama and I walk down to the park, just like we do every day. I see a man and a woman up ahead, talking to people while they wait at the light. I stare at the pictures on the man's arms while he tells Mama about who had to leave their homes because they weren't safe anymore. Mama hands a few dollars to the woman who has a purple stripe in her hair. Giving money to so many people can have a safe place to live is a way to show love. Maybe I can love my neighbor too. At the park, an old man is shouting his dog's name. Shadow, Shadow, he calls. A boy runs after the dog, diving to catch him. A minute later, Shadow is back with his owner. The old man says thank you over and over and over. Helping older folks is a way to show love. Maybe I can love my neighbor too. Mama, look at me, I shout as she waves from the bench under her favorite tree. When I'm all out of breath, I sit at the edge of the sandbox, watching other kids play. A girl tosses me a shovel and a pail. Then we build the most elegant castle and dig a moat around it. We decorate it with royal flags made of sticks and seeds and leaves. That was kind of that girl, Mama says, when we were walking back home. I liked seeing how she loved her neighbor, and the neighbor this time was you. Sharing toys with a new friend is a way to show love. Maybe I can love my neighbor too. There's sand between my toes, and Mama says it's time for the tub. But then we hear a knock at the door. It's our neighbors from upstairs, and they baked a loaf of bread. Sharing good things to eat is a way to show love. Maybe I can love my neighbor too. At dinner, I tell Daddy, guess what? I learned something new today. That's what I like to hear, he says. What is it? Every person in the whole world is my neighbor, I say, and I can love them too. I could give my birthday money to somebody who needs it more than me, I say, or I could carry groceries or open doors for people who aren't as strong as I am. I pull up my sleeves and I show my muscles. There are a lot of ways, I say. I can be kind to other kids in the park or even bake something to share with people in our building. I knew you'd find ways to show love to others, Mama says with a smile. Every other person in the whole wide world is my neighbor, whether they live next door or across the street or far, far away. And I know I can love my neighbors too. Will you all join me in prayer? Loving God, thank you for showing us how to love in a world that's so messy. Help us to see your love and to share that love with others. And all the children of God said, Amen. Thank you for joining me today. And now we share in the gospel acclamation.